Welcome to another episode of Getting Fat with Caleb and Joe. I am Caleb.
And I am Joe.
And are we any more fat?
No, not this week.
Oh, good.
Not this week. We got... Oh, wait. Which fat are you talking about?
The PHAT.
Oh, the PHAT? I think we are.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Very slightly for myself.
Except for your hairline. Sorry,
Yeah.
bud.
It hasn't receded anymore in the last week.
You don't know that. It must have receded a little bit, or else after like months and months, it wouldn't recede anymore. Like, you know.
Yeah, I think the follicles just start falling, just die slowly. Yeah. Pretty sure that's how it works.
You don't feel like you've lost any?
Not in the last week, but I can definitely tell that they are dying more quickly than before.
Okay.
So
right. I'm sorry to bring that up.
Yeah,
really.
that's fine. I'll just be an awesome-looking bald man.
So what were you last week?
Last week, I think it was like 208.2.
And what are you this week?
206.2.
So you lost 2 pounds.
Yeah.
So I owe you $1 or $2.
240.
240. Sorry. Yeah, because I give you $1.20. You give me $1 per pound.
What about you? What did you lose?
Well, let me double check my calculator where I put the math down. Last week I last week I gained a bunch of pounds actually, but I was at 249.6 that morning, and this morning I am 244.2. So I've lost 5.4 pounds this week. So all in all, you owe me $3.
Yeah, that would be $3.
You owe me $3. How do you feel about that?
Ripped off, but
I know you do.
That's all right though. That's not the point of it.
You agreed to it last week.
Well, it made more sense when I had no sleep, and now when I thought about it like a couple days ago, I'm like, that is really not a good idea. I mean, because like it's harder to lose when you have less to lose, and then there's all this other shit. But whatever, it doesn't matter. It's all about not being fat, being
FAT.
Yeah, not being FAT.
You know, now every time we have to talk about fat or fat, we have to explain it on this show.
It's true. That's actually really irritating.
Yeah.
So let's just say big for the overweight fat, and then fat for the.
I don't know. I don't think we should care too much. That is something that's going to happen.
Yeah, we're gonna go off. One of us is gonna go off on a tangent on one fat when the other was truly talking about the other fat.
Yeah,
and it's gonna
be a problem.
Yeah, of course. From a listener standpoint, I mean, they may never know which fat we're truly talking about.
That's true. So you asked out someone this week?
Yeah, I asked this really attractive girl that I work with out. And I was awkward about it, of course, but it wasn't too bad.
Were you stuttering?
No, I wasn't stuttering.
Okay.
I just asked her if...
what are you...
Yeah. Just asked her, and I told her she's very pretty, and I would like to take her out sometime. And then she said, okay. And then I was like, yeah, nice. And then she asked me if I wanted her number. And I was like, oh, yeah, I should probably get that. And then she asked me about Final Fantasy. And I talked for like 10 seconds. And I was like, all right, I got to go.
She asked you about Final Fantasy. How did Final Fantasy come up?
I was wearing my little Final Fantasy 14 lanyard.
Oh, okay.
I switched it over on St. Patrick's Day because it has the little cactar on it, and I wanted to have something green because I was afraid.
How does that count as something you're wearing now?
It's around my neck. It's as much wearing as a scarf. Just
I have a St. Patrick's Day party to go to tonight. It's a little late, but yeah, it should be fun.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's fine. But yeah, that's why I was wearing that.
She didn't know what Final Fantasy was.
No, which is sad, but I guess if you don't play games, you don't really know.
No, probably not.
I said it was role-playing, and she's like, oh, like League of Legends? And I'm like,
That's not a role-playing game.
It's really not. But I mean, you do play.
You didn't want to go off on a tangent and explain.
No, I did tell her, I was like,
it's... like, push up your glasses a little bit, and then...
Yeah, I'm like, okay, so...
That's not a role-playing game.
Let's
be clear here.
When you get 10 people, 5 on a team, and you have to strategize, it's kind of an RTS, but it's mostly a MOBA.
Well,
there's still RTS elements, sort of, but there's no...
I don't know.
You don't build the economy or anything like that. You just farm. You do farm, I guess, but it's for gold. It's not an RPG.
Yeah, it's not an RPG.
And then she asked what it was about, which is an even bigger question. And I'm like, it's a lot of things.
It's about at least 14 different things.
Yeah. Soon to be 15. And I was like, yeah, it's just a bunch of nerdy magic stuff with summons and monsters, and they're all different storylines. Supposedly. I'm sure they're going to tie them all together and make me mad, but...
So, did you figure out when you're going out?
Not yet. I haven't...
Not yet?
I haven't, I don't know, collaborated a time quite yet, but I'm thinking hopefully sometime tonight.
All right.
That's what I want.
You want to go out with her sometime tonight?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else this week that you did besides playing Final Fantasy X and 15's demo? And going to the Type 0? Midnight release, in quotes?
Other than all of those wastes of time, no. Nothing else.
Nothing else.
What about you? Anything exciting happen?
You know what? This week, I really slowed down on my 365 movies in 365 days.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. And it's sad. I think I only watched like 4 movies this week. Like I dropped 3 behind. I watched 3 documentaries, one on Mel Brooks, one on like Night of the Living Dead, and some other movie documentary that I can't remember. Trying to like watch a bunch of documentaries so that it doesn't affect my movie writing. And then I watched High Anxiety for the first time, which was a pretty darn funny movie. I'm not sure if you've seen it. It's Mel Brooks. I watched the documentary about Mel Brooks' whole career, and then I was like, I've only seen like 3 of his movies, so I should probably watch a few more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've only seen like 3 also.
I mean, there's Spaceballs, Men in Tights, and Young Frankenstein. I'd seen all those, but you know, he has a lot more than that. He has The Producers and High Anxiety and Blazing Saddles, which I still haven't really seen. I saw it when I was a kid, but I
haven't seen it either.
You haven't seen it either?
Mm-mm.
It's supposed to be really, really funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've heard people say Spaceballs is really, really funny, and I don't think it is.
Spaceballs is not as good as any of those other movies that I listed, in my opinion. But it is his most profitable movie. It wasn't profitable in the theaters, but is on video. It like was triple the amount that it made in the theater.
I mean, it's got some funny parts, but I don't know, nothing as funny as.
It's got some funny stuff. I think. Honestly, one of the funniest opening shots in any movie, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're just going to have a visual, like, joke, the ship going by for, like, 5 minutes, that's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. But I really liked the part in Robin Hood Men in Tights where, like, the camera breaks through the window when she's bathing. It's really funny to me.
They use the same joke in High Anxiety.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, where the camera like goes through and hits a window. Yeah.
Nice.
It makes fun of a whole bunch of Alfred Hitchcock movies. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I've really fallen behind on that.
Yeah, well, you weren't really trying it, were you?
I was
like
thinking
half-assing it.
I thought about it for like a day, and then I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to do that.
Well, you were already like 10 days behind or 20 days behind or some shit.
Yeah.
So you'd have to watch 2 movies a day. At this point, you'd probably have to watch like 3 movies a day. I mean, because what? It's like 70-something days into the year?
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe about 80 days into the year. I'm like 20 movies behind now. And so you'd have to watch like 2 movies a day for 80 days in order to catch up.
Yeah. That's a lot.
That is a lot. That's a lot at that point. I mean, I gotta watch some like trilogies that I haven't seen or something like that to catch up.
Yeah, give you something to
to
want to watch, kind of.
Right. I think the reason it fell behind though is because I'm playing all this video game stuff. If you don't know, we're on Ultimate Final Fantasy podcast, and we're playing through the Final Fantasy games and trying to platinum 10, and that is super time consuming.
Yeah, it is. Our time combined is probably, I don't know, probably like 130 hours right now.
Combined, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's about where you'll get the platinum, is at about 130 hours.
That's what I've heard, and I feel like it's pretty true. So, yes.
Yeah, so far, pretty true.
Yeah. I still have to farm those empty node spheres, which is ridiculous. Hours and hours and hours for literally nothing to fill in spots that, yeah.
I think any of that grinding is more entertaining than playing Blitzball for hours and hours and hours.
That's true.
Which is a mini game in Final Fantasy X, which makes me want to shoot myself in the face.
Yeah, because the battle system in 10 is really fun. I mean, it's really quick.
Yeah.
With this one, it's a little delayed. I don't know if you've noticed. Some of the attacks, it takes like maybe half a second, and then they start doing the animation. Whereas in the PS2 one, it was just like...
I don't remember that. I don't recall that playing 10 right now.
It feels a little slow.
Does it?
Yeah, and then there were times where the enemies don't appear, but whatever, that's another completely different issue. So anyway, back to getting fat. Did we... I feel like I got a little bit more fat, attractive-wise.
PHAT?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Just losing a couple pounds.
Losing a couple pounds?
I'm lifting, too, so it's gonna make the weight loss less. But the thing usually when I start lifting heavily, I'll lose a lot of weight after like a month.
Yeah?
Yeah, like last time, I was pretty chubby in high school. I was like 190. I looked way fatter than I do now, too. Like, I looked fat in the face, not PHAT.
God, we can't.
It's going to be an ongoing thing. But anyway, okay. Whenever I start getting into the heavy lifting is when I really start to drop a ton of weight, which is weird because you should gain weight from the muscle, but I guess I just have enough fat that it's offsetting. Burning through it.
I've heard that's a good way to lose fat is to do weightlifting.
Yeah. It's a lot of really intense, burn for a short amount of time, so I can see it. But hopefully I get to that phase quick.
Well, they talk about when you're doing like cardio and stuff like that, you burn the fat then when you're doing it. But with weightlifting, I guess you burn it like when in your sleep and stuff like that. So you just keep burning fat. I don't know how it works, honestly. I don't know the science of it, but you can burn fat both ways.
Oh, that's good, because I'm trying to do both. I just have to do both all week instead of first half of the week.
So you had a rough week?
It was really good until Thursday when I decided to not go work out because I was pretty sore, and I kind of fell asleep on the couch for like an hour and a half.
Okay.
And then Friday, of course, I did my normal hanging out, and then this is Saturday, so...
So you only had 2 days off from working out, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't eat very good those 2 days. And they've been bringing in a lot of pizza and stuff at work, and it's really pissing me off. Like I love it, but it's the Sam's Club pizza, so it is insanely calorie packed. I just know it's delicious, but there's so much cheese and meat. I can't resist free food. It's just rude. I'm a Buddhist at heart.
Are you?
I guess. When it comes to that, I am. Unless they're offering me leftovers, and then no way.
Can Buddhists not take charity?
What? No. They normally, it's rude to not accept like an offer.
Oh, okay, all right.
Like Buddha died from eating bad food given from a poor family because he thought it was too rude to not accept. Apparently, is the
I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I don't know.
I wouldn't do that.
I don't know my Buddhism.
When I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's not right. I'm not eating it. But if it's right, it's going down the hatch.
Yeah, it is. Is it?
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah.
So I had a troubled week a little bit, a lot of it probably, actually. I stayed on the Atkins pretty good for a couple days. And then the last 2 days, let's see, Friday and Thursday, I kind of snapped Thursday night.
Yeah.
Like you left and then I was like alone. And
it was like one.
and then I saw Cody's drinks in the fridge and the apple juice was like calling out to me. And in my head I was like, there's a lot of carbs in apple juice, there's a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
But I mean it's fruit, right? Like it's fruit. It's okay to drink the fruit. So I drank the fruit and I drank a lot of the fruit in those 2 days because I would say no more, and then just in the middle of the night,
need applesauce.
The apple juice is like
or juice, not sauce.
Yeah, come on, I'm not a baby here.
Inside jokes.
The apple juice was just calling out to me, and then it became, well, I already drank my carbs, so I might as well have a giant heaping spoonful of Nutella from inside of the pantry. And that became, well, I might as well eat Cody's other leftovers.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Cody is the least helpful person when you're trying to be on a diet and he lives with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I talked to him this week and he was like, I don't do diets. Because I was like, look, if he like went vegan or something like that, we'd all be okay because I wouldn't eat anything that he had in the fridge.
And if you did, it would be salad, honestly.
Yeah. Like, who
Wouldn't
cares?
matter.
And so I was asking him, you should go on a diet so that it's just, we both lose weight. Because Cody has gained a lot of weight in like a year.
Yeah, he's becoming a little porker.
Yeah, he's got a belly on him now. And he didn't before. Because
No.
I would always be like, gosh, he eats whatever he wants. He never gains weight. But it caught up to him this year. And so I was hoping he'd be able to do it. But he just said to me, I don't do diets. And I was like, okay. And I guess that's that.
Yeah.
So there's all this. Sarah can eat whatever she wants and never gain any weight because she's freaking anorexic. I'm pretty sure. And so there's Nesquik mix in the pantry. There's all this like super carby stuff everywhere. There's sugary cereals. Like they packed up the place with shit I should not eat. That's what it is. And so it became a problem on about Thursday night.
Yeah.
But for the rest of the week, I ate meat and eggs.
Oh, that's good.
Besides those midnight runs to eat stuff. So, of course, I probably didn't lose any weight. But I think I might have lost weight anyway because I wasn't gorging myself on anything during those times. Except when I went for the sugary foods. And even then, I wasn't gorging myself. I was just eating that. So I think the week before when I gained 8 pounds, I was really going for it.
Yeah, it does definitely make a difference. I mean, I whenever I break, with Thursday at least, I was kind of crappy because I had some pizza and stuff from work. And then I got home and I had some Tommy's, which is a local burger joint.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, even then, that's not too bad. It's just enough that it kind of offsets the day. I mean, as long as you still have as much calories as you burn naturally in a day, you're fine. It's just the problem with yours, especially, is you throw everything off if you have too many carbs because you
you throw off the fat loss, certainly.
Yeah, which is basically
you
your
still
bread
lose
and
weight by not eating as many calories.
Well, yeah, you will, but I mean that's
which
your
I feel like I did.
That's
anyway.
your bread and butter for the most of it, I think.
Yeah.
Because with you not working out really at all, maybe once a day, it's like
once a day?
Once a week.
That's pretty good.
Once a day. Yeah. I say that's amazing. No, once a week, it's, I don't know, it can really screw you over, but I don't know.
Oh, I lost 5 pounds this week, so
Yeah.
it was fine.
Apparently so.
It's fine. I could have lost more, I guess.
Probably. I know I could have, but...
Yeah. Admittedly, I did have that Chinese food in my stomach last week, so it was probably like, in reality, like 2 pounds less than it should have been. Sorry.
That's like $1.
I know. It's $2, I think.
Yeah, if it was 2 pounds. I mean, I would owe you $1.
It might have been 2 pounds.
I don't doubt it. Like that time we ate at the Heart Attack Grill, I mean, I weighed myself after I left, and I was 4 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
It's real.
Sick.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty sick.
I want to know how much more I weighed after that burrito. That's what I want to know.
We had a giant burrito in Vegas that was like the size of your forearm.
Yeah, it was 4 pounds.
Look at your forearm and think, I had a burrito that size.
Yeah, it was insane. It was delicious too. Pink taco in the Hard Rock Casino. Amazing.
Getting in on that pink taco.
I loved it. I ate it up.
Okay, so let's talk about the Sarah and Cody Chronicles Part 2 real quick.
Oh, nice.
So this week, Sarah was on her period. We got to find out. Yeah, they kept
weird.
They kept heating up that stupid bean bag that Cody has.
Oh, the rice bag?
Yeah, the rice bag.
Yeah, for
whatever soreness that Cody would have, and now of course Sarah just keeps coming down and using it.
Maybe it's his balls that are sore.
And so I knew what I meant, but then there was a point when she was like, Where she was doing this groaning thing, and Cody was downstairs too, and I hate it when they're a couple together down there because it just makes me sick. But
Yeah.
she was like, and I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, cramps. I'm like, thanks for sharing. And then they got on the couch, and I was trying to play the 15 demo, and then it got to the final cutscene, and then Sarah just kept talking over it. She saw that it was Japanese. She's like, we don't need no Japanese here. Blah, blah, blah. Like she was trying to be all funny or whatever. And then I can't remember, and that was pissing me off really bad because I was like, "Look, I'm trying to watch this thing. I don't care what your racist opinions are on the Japanese right now. I'm trying to watch, this stuff because I got a podcast, if anything, that I have to report this on." And then, so she, was joking around, and Cody was trying to shut her up too because I think he was a little embarrassed. She was just like, she was going off like she was some drunken retard for like 2 minutes while that ending cutscene was going. And then I can't remember how it got to this subject, but someone was talking about getting her pregnant. And she said the words, it was something like, we're not having a baby anytime soon because Cody won't let me.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and then they went upstairs, and then she left, and I'm like, Cody.
You're going to
tell me you're not going to get her pregnant. And he's like, I'm not. And I'm like, that would be a terrible thing. It's like, we can't afford it right now. Like, that's not even part of the equation, Cody. It's not that you can't afford it.
Oh, man.
It's that you shouldn't have a baby right now.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
It's like Sarah was like making jokes that, I don't want a child around the house. And I'm like, well, I don't. That's one. But it's not about that. It's that the fact that Sarah's, I think, 18, right?
She's not very old.
She's 18 or 19.
And Cody's like 25.
Is he?
Yeah, he's older than I am.
Okay, so Cody's like 25. That doesn't really bug me that much, but I was like, I got scared. I was like, I think Sarah she could have been messing with me. Let's put that out there, though. She was making jokes or whatever, jokes in quotes.
Yeah, it's not a joke if it's not funny, but we know what you mean.
She was being a fucking tard. And there's the F-bomb for the show. And yeah, she could have been messing with me the whole time. Like, she could have just been making jokes. Maybe she doesn't want a baby. But that was the scariest thing to ever come out of her mouth. I was pretty pissed off. That's why I was pissed off at her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the other day I was like, she freaking pissed me off. So she might be one of those girls, though, that is like totally insane.
And like baby hungry?
Yeah, like baby hungry.
Oh, God.
And
dude, what if she like poked
pregnant.
a hole in all of Cody's condoms? He's like, what? I mean, the success rate is still, it's questionable anyways, but with the hole in it, it's even more so. Although honestly, with the logistics and the way it works, I'm amazed anyone gets pregnant because like the cells are so dumb. The sperm, they're just like anything they touch, they're gonna try to mate with and die.
I don't know about sperm. Please explain sperm to me.
Well,
twice.
I mean, the egg traps itself against the wall. This is probably a correction, but this does happen. And then all the sperm go in. There's billions of them. The reason why there's so many of them is because they're single cell retards, and they'll attach to anything, whatever they hit, the wall, anything, and they'll try to burrow in and breed with it. So no matter what they hit, they go. So like if any of it doesn't go down the tubes and hit the egg, they just slam into whatever and just go for it. And then when they do, they have to like dig, and it's really disturbing. I watched like a video of it, and it's like they're all tearing into it, and like even if you're the you don't, it's not necessarily about being the fastest. It's like a triathlon, you get there and then you have to climb the wall and then you have to break through. And then when you get in, then you have to be like at least moderately quick and strong. That's what you got to be. And then you come out.
That was the scariest thing that she's ever said, though.
That's pretty frightening. I mean,
yeah,
especially because you don't really have any other options when it comes to moving.
Well, it's not about me. It's really not about me. It's about the kid.
Oh yeah, it would be. Ooh.
Yeah, they're too young.
Would it brush?
It's like, kind of think they should probably get married first if they're gonna do anything like that. Get the union together first before getting the child.
Yeah, and try that out for a little while.
Yeah, try that out for a little while. Yeah, they should be together for at least a year. I'm not even sure if they've been together for a year yet.
I don't know.
Oh, not at least a year. I'm saying they should be married for at least a year.
It would be good. I mean, and then you at least get kind of the feel of it. And it's kind of, I would rather enjoy part of my younger years before having a kid, honestly.
Yeah, no, duh, right?
I mean, that's the point of it. It's especially with her being as young as she is. Like, why would you want that? The whole rest of your life is ahead of you. You don't actually start getting problems until you're, in your 30s. Once you hit 30, like the Down syndrome rate or whatever starts picking up. And so before then it's good, but like late 20s, I would say. Because he's not even 20 yet. I know that. I don't know exactly how old she is, but it's like, and Cody, I mean, guys you can have kids for a long time if you're healthy. Long time.
That's true, but I'm just concerned. She's too young. That was not a funny joke to make. If it was a joke, that was super scary. I was concerned for Cody and for whatever child would pop out.
Yeah.
And at that point, I'm like, she's insane if that's actually how she feels. Like, if she really wants a kid right now and Cody is not letting it happen. In which case, Cody is being smart about this.
Yeah.
But he should...
He's got to be really
if that's
careful.
really a concern, he's got to be really careful. Because she could turn out to be a freaking psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that is pretty intense.
Yeah.
I can see why you didn't tell me when you were sitting there.
Yeah. Sarah and Cody came into the garage. I'm like, I was just mad at her.
You wouldn't tell me why. You probably would have got really loud about it, just like you did. Like, dude, they're upstairs. I don't care. I'm in the moment.
Oh, man. Oh, that was horrible. So that's Cody and Sarah Chronicles Part 2. She still hasn't told her parents that she is moving out with Cody.
Yeah.
And she is paying a third of the rent, even though she doesn't live there.
That's cool for you.
Right now, I'm okay with, because I still owe Cody a lot of money. So everything's still the same. Turned out that getting a mail key for that new address was $40.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Did you not have one?
No, we didn't have one.
What? How do you not have a mail key?
We had to go get one.
That's sick.
And it was $40. So I owe Cody for that, too.
Yeah, he's just racking up the debt. He's probably like inflating everything. He's like, yeah, it was like 40.
He was working like 80 hours a week for a couple weeks in order to afford that place.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So he got a $1,400 check.
Oh.
Yeah. In order to, well, for some people out there, I'm sure that's...
Well, yeah.
For us, that's a lot of money. So... Anyway, yeah, he had been saving up to get that place.
Okay.
So everything, as far as I can tell, everything's within his affordability range.
So you're covered.
But I still owe him money. I still owe him a third of whatever expense he's given out. Which so far I owe him. I owed him $950, but then he got an internet cord and the mail key, so that's an extra $50, and then I've paid him maybe $100 and something for rent so far.
See, I would probably try to pull something like, well, Cody, I would have stayed at the old place, but you made me come here.
So no deposit.
Just keep that in mind, Cody.
I owe him like $800 something still.
Like, remember, this was your doing.
Which it'll probably take me like 2 months to pay him off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For various work reasons, but
yeah,
keep getting screwed over.
It hurts. I hate owing people money so much.
I don't really like it either. It makes me angry. That's why I don't want to go back to school and take loans out. It's because I'm like, no.
I didn't have to take loans out to go back to school.
Yeah, but you...
And I paid for it, so screw you.
Yeah, that. Your parents still pay for your car insurance. And for your car repairs.
True. That's true.
You know what mine do? They don't do any of that. And I'm fine with it. It's just, that's the fact.
I owe them money for the car repair thing.
Yeah, I know.
I owe them $400 something.
See, how does it feel?
It sucks. I hate owing people money.
Yeah, I owe my grandpa $3,000 for getting into the house.
Yeah.
But since I'm refiing this month, refi.
Is that how that's how the kids say it now?
Yeah, I'm refi.
You're refining it.
No, but since I'm doing that, I'm gonna probably be able to save up about $2,000 in the next month or two, and then I'll pay him that. And then my car will crap out, and then I'll be in a really bad spot.
Yeah.
But Caleb Craig is actually working on getting a car. He went to the bank.
Fat
He's
Caleb?
getting on a loan. Yeah.
Oh, the world is looking a little bright. I knew it. It just takes a female to change. Caleb.
I don't know why you would not want a car. It's amazing. You can go wherever.
What in the world? Like it does. Like if we lived in a place with decent public transportation, which we don't.
No matter what they say, it is not that great here. They are
UTA
full of shit.
Can go to hell.
Yeah. There's one bus. No, there's 2 buses that run through Orem. You know how wide Orem is?
No, there's more there. There's like 6 buses.
No, there's like Orem. 2 stops. I swear to God.
There's buses that go through Orem that stop in Orem. If you count those,
it's like 2 wide berths.
Whatever.
It's shitty.
It is. It really, really is. And of course, they've got the Best in State award. They're the only in state.
Yeah, and it's not even it's not really public. I think it's like a private business. I'll have to look this up. Because I'm pretty sure I did before, and I was like,
Utah
what?
Transit Authority?
Yeah, I don't, because they have their own like policing and stuff.
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Suck. Whatever it is. They blow. They blow.
Yeah, they're getting better with the front runner, but even then,
no, they got a train going from
Yeah.
from Provo to Salt Lake, so that's good.
2 biggest towns in the state.
Oh, I think it might actually go to Ogden.
It might, yeah.
Yeah.
I know
it does go to Ogden because my parents have used it.
Oh, nice. That's probably a long freaking trip, but
yeah, it's like I think it's like 2 hours or something like that. It takes honestly, if you're speeding like everyone does, it takes you about an hour and a half to get up to Ogden. Maybe less.
Now that the speed limit's higher,
I have gone from here to Layton, which is like 10 miles south of Ogden, in 53 minutes before.
Wow, that's pretty fast.
That is pretty darn fast. And I don't know how I didn't get pulled over, but I didn't.
Oh, dude, when I was working for a tortilla company, they're based in Layton, and I can't remember what I had to go up for, but I think it was to sign something. It was something dumb, but they were like, oh yeah, just come on up and check it out. And I did, and I was like, hey, it's Layton. It's not too far. And it was like an hour and 20 minutes each way. And I was like, holy shit. And then they told me that my job
That's pretty normal, Schweiss.
They told me my job might be getting downsized, which it did eventually.
Okay.
It was funny. It got like eaten by my new job at the time. But, and they're like, oh yeah, and I was like, well, can I maybe interview for something up there? Because I was like, if I get paid enough as a factory dude, I can maybe ride the front runner all the way up and work every day if it only takes like an hour. But that would have been horrible. And they don't pay that well, so I wouldn't have taken it. But then after I got home, they called me and wanted me to come and interview at the plant again. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I don't want the job.
Just because you didn't want to drive an hour and 20 minutes?
And I was like,
you can do it in 53. I've done it before.
But the sick thing would be 53 minutes each way, twice a day. Like that would be horrible.
My dad used to do that, and that's why my parents moved up there.
From
Springville to there is where they used to live. Springville is the town directly south of Provo.
Yeah, my grandpa used to go up to Hill Air Force Base. Not every day, but it was like 3 days a week. And
that's where my dad worked.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's a long ways. And I'm like, when I went up there one time with him, I was like, well, why did you do this?
And he was using my car, so it was like giving him back problems.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
That's why they pay the car insurance. It's not technically my car. It's like a long-term loan that's going to be my graduation present.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm spoiled. I recognize it. Thank you.
I'm just saying, you
Sorry, I have decent parents.
It's not about the decent parents.
Parents who love me.
You just got to remember that is a big difference, and that does make a lot of...
I understand. I would be...
strain.
I'd still be able to afford it if I had a car insurance.
It would be tougher, though.
It would be tougher.
I mean, it would be your own, and it would be expensive for the first while.
Yeah.
Mine was like $600, the cheapest place I could find for 6 months in the very beginning of me having my car. So it was $100 a month.
$100 a month, yeah.
Now, with both cars for me and the
I'd be able to afford that.
Previous significant other who is still on there because I haven't taken it off. But I am kind of playing her for money, so that's good. But anyway, with that, it's only like 88, maybe 90. If I were to return those stupid snapshot things that I keep forgetting to put in the mail. Like
Don't you just love financially supporting her for all that time?
It does suck, dude. I mean, my plan was once she got out of school, which she is graduating in like a month or two, that I was going to go back to school because she'll be teaching and making pretty decent money. It's not great, but it's like enough. It's what I'm currently at, which is sad. But I was gonna kind of play the switcheroo and kind of trade it up. And
so she works and then you go to school instead of the opposite, which is what she was doing. She was working like 2 hours a week.
Well, it was like 10, 15.
Okay, 10, whatever, 2 hours a week. and you were paying for everything here.
Yeah.
Right?
And, well, the problem wasn't the hours; it was the wage. But I mean, at the same time, it's
still the hours. Like,
well,
unless you're being paid $100 an hour. At
well, I mean, she was working like 30 hours a week normally. It was substantial. It was only like $7.50 an hour though, and that's like garbage.
Yeah, that is garbage.
I would never accept that. But I mean, anyway, I wasn't going to school, so I mean, I was for a time, but then it got expensive.
You were paying for this place.
Yeah,
for the most part,
I was paying everything except for the HOA, all the bills, So now I've got the HOA too.
Should be like, pay up, give me your car.
No, I do make her pay part of the HOA, or no, I make her pay for the insurance.
Still?
Yeah, half of the car insurance.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine. I mean, I don't mind it. Plus, I feel like we used my credit to buy the car, so I think I might have to be on the insurance for a while, which I'm okay with unless she does something dumb and like wrecks the car and then it jumps mine up.
I think you should sever some connections there.
I'll see what I can do because it would be easier that way for both of us and we don't have to see each other. But yeah, the plan was me to go back to school and then both of us to have degrees. And then once we both had good jobs, we could just pay the shit out of this house and get it paid off in like 5 years, 10 years maybe. If we made double payments on it, we could just annihilate it. I know. It was a great plan. I had it all worked out. Yeah. And it went south. But whatever.
Okay. Sorry.
So yeah, I mean, with the debt is something that I hate too. I mean, when it comes to stuff like buying a house, that's fine. If it's something I know I can pay for, but when I do owe people money, I feel you on it. I just hate it.
I was forced to move out. I couldn't pay the deposit at that time. Like,
yeah, there's nothing you could have done. I mean, Cody really put you in a crappy spot.
Like,
he could have told you a few months in advance that he was actually going to do that.
Not 2 weeks.
Because I mean, you didn't have to buy. I'm sure you could have saved up enough to at least cover half of what you owe him if you would have known that they were gonna okay.
Well, yeah, I was thinking August was going to be the move out date, and I was asking him, hey, are you for sure? You know, what's the plan? And then just one day out of the blue, it's like, oh, we got 2 weeks. We're moving out. I'm like, what the? Are you serious? Anyway, still pissed about that, but you know, this place is a lot nicer. It's really nice. Yeah, and I'm paying like maybe $100 more, so $800 more.
Yeah.
To live there.
It's nicer than my old place, I would say. It's a lot bigger too.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess it is. It's nicer looking right now, but
my old place, not this place.
Your old place. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were saying.
No, I do like you guys' a little, somewhat more than my home, which is sad, but it's because of the hardwood. It's pretty nice.
The hardwood.
And mine, I ruined a little bit.
Yeah, you ruined.
I am really stupid when it comes to hooking up washers
I ruined
and
our
dryers.
wall, so.
Like, this has happened twice to me. At your old place at Starcrest, I put all the washing and drying machine, I put it all together, and then I ran a load just to make sure everything worked, and I forgot to put the stupid drain hose in the wall, so it just flooded the hell out of it, right? And then I get to my new house, and I do the same thing, except for it's hardwood floor, or like linoleum wood, quote unquote, and it just warped the hell out of it. So I have a real problem.
I don't even notice until till you point it out.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Before it was kind of squishy for like a month or two, so I was really worried that it was going to rot and just like
hardened up though.
Yeah, so it's okay. But yeah, it's a really nice place, so it's kind of worth it, I guess.
So we do have some questions for a question segment, but this episode's running a little long, so we're going to skip those till next week. So those who are on our forum, sorry. We'll get to it. All right? So all right, keep asking your questions, though.
Yeah, we'll eventually answer them.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll see you then.